Hello and welcome to my dermatoscope reviews. This is the Oboolo DE3100 scope. Now for today, I'm just showing you the equipment, and to learn how to use it in more detail and how to interpret what you see, please come along to one of our Dermoscopy for Absolute Beginners events, which you can access through the PCDS website, pcds.org.uk. So this is the Oboolo DE3100 scope. Now it comes in this box. And also in the box, we have a universal phone adapter, a charging lead, and a cleaning cloth. Here's the scope itself, and you will see that on this side, there is an on-off switch that says polarized next to it. And on the other side, there is a switch that says non-polarized next to it. So to turn it on, we press the on switch once, and that comes on in polarized mode with 8 white LEDs. If you press it again, 4 orange LEDs come on. This is also polarized light. If you press it once more, you now have 12 LEDs, 8 are white and 4 are orange, and this is polarized light. The orange ones basically just make the light a bit warmer. And some people prefer that to look at. It may help you see some types of pigment better. On the other side, this switch switches between polarized and non-polarized light. So pressing it once will give you non-polarized light with 4 LEDs, and pressing it again, those 4 orange LEDs turn on as well. So it's still non-polarized light, but it's slightly warmer. To turn it off, you just press and keep your finger on it. Now to focus it, you twist the barrel like this, and there is a focus marker just there that shows you how far to twist the barrel out if you want to take photos. You see it's quite a subtle little thing. There's a little mark there that lets you take the photos. Do just be aware when you're focusing it that there is a bit of a gap between the barrels here. And so you need to be very careful if you are using a non-viscous contact fluid that it doesn't penetrate down into the scope itself. Now, another slightly unusual feature of this scope is that you only get full field focus right up to the eyepiece. So the full field is in focus with a camera or with a naked eye touching the scope. But if you're wearing a pair of glasses, even if the glasses are touching it, it keeps the eye just a little bit further away and it's slightly blurry at the edges. That's because this scope is designed to be used attached to a camera. So the other thing to say about the end plate is that it snaps off very easily like that, so that it can be used for polarized non-contact dermoscopy, for example, for superficial BCCs where you don't want to compress those surface vessels. And it clips back on again fairly firmly. It's got a little rubber ring to clip it back on again so that you can feel that once it's clipped, it's held firmly in place. To charge it, at the end here, you'll see there's a little port, and that takes a C lead, and it comes with a lead for a USB-C with it. Now, to attach it to a phone, it has a universal phone adapter, which comes in 2 parts. There's this part and this part, which store in the box separately. There are 2 positions that you can attach it in. It can be attached either to the top position or to the bottom position, and it just screws into place. And which position you attach it in is dependent entirely on how far away from the edge the camera is on your phone. So in this case, it's very close, and I can do that. And then I'm just going to turn this slightly squeaky knob, there we go, to attach it on. There's plenty of clearance here so that it will work even with a phone case on. And in fact, in this case, it's a little bit loose for this phone without the phone case on. And then the scope attaches magnetically to it like that and holds it nice and firmly. Unfortunately, to put it back into the box, you do have to unscrew this so that it will fit back in, which is a bit of a nuisance. But of course, you don't have to store it in its box. You don't have to store the adapter in the box. Now, overall, this is a pretty good budget scope. It's a little bit annoying to look through directly if you have glasses, but don't let this put you off. It's currently very competitively priced, and the photos taken through it are very well focused all the way to the edge. So it's definitely one to be considering. And as always, for today, I'm just showing you the equipment. To learn how to use it in more detail and how to interpret what you see, please come along to one of our Dermoscopy for Absolute Beginners events, which you can access through the PCDS website, pcds.org.uk.